Today I want to come on and do another favorite video of mine, which is what Bibles am I going to use in the new year. So I have a lot of Bibles. Little disclaimer here, I'm sure you knew that if you've watched my videos. So I'm going to highlight ones that I hope to and think I'm going to use, but of course as a reviewer, I get more throughout the year. Sometimes I give some away, sometimes I change plans midway, so this is my plan for now, could easily change, and I'm just going to go through some of the resources and Bibles that I hope to use in 2024. So first of all, this is the NLT Quentel. This is from Schuyler, the Desert Camel Leather. This is going to be my church Bible, and I've been taking it for a little bit here. Full review of this coming. I do have a review of this Bible and cover option available soon. But I really like taking this to church. It's easy to read, easy to understand. It's not a tiny Bible, but it's not super heavy either, so it fits in my case. And I'm going to use this NLT Quentel for church. So next, I'm going to go over the Bibles that I'm going to use when I'm just straight reading. So, of course, I'm not going to use all these at the same time in the same day. But these are some options that I'm going to use here, hopefully. So this is the NASB 2020 History Bible from Humble Lamb. So I've said this before, I want to get into the NASB translation a little more than I have. I read through Luke this past month, so it's a good portable size. So I'm going to continue to use that one. I love the CSB translations. It's one of my favorites, if not my very favorite. So I'm going to, this is a rebind from Redbird Bibles, but I'm going to continue to use the CSB translation. I love this one for reading because it's single column, very easy to read, very portable. The CSB single column personal size. So I'm going to use that. Another one that I hope to include in my rotation somewhere here, this is the ESV Heritage Bible from Crossway. Love the ESV translation. Again, I just like this one for reading, if I can speak today, because it is single column. The spacing and formatting is great, just very easy on the eyes. So I'm going to include that one. And then this is a favorite of mine, the ESV Quentel from Schuyler. Again, just for easy readability. This is 11-point font. Now I'm going to go into Bibles I'm going to use for study. So I'm really hoping this year to dig deeper into studying. I do a lot of reading, a lot of devotional time, and I do a lot of studying too, but I really want to try to dig deeper this year. So one Bible I'm going to use to do that is one that I've already been reading through a little bit. I've done Genesis and part of Job so far. This is the Chronological Life Application Study Bible and the NLT translation from Tyndale. Just full of notes and charts and color and visuals. So this is going to take me longer than a year to read through because honestly I do like two to 4 pages a day if I have time, because I really like to go slow and kind of savor what I'm reading. So I'm going to continue to use that one for some of my study time. Another one I'm going to use, this isn't a study Bible, but this is from the Lockman Foundation. This is, oh my goodness, what is this now? It is the NASB 2020, also comes in 95, side column reference Bible, I believe it's called. So I chose this one because I'm going to be doing some verse mapping, and this is easy to find verses in, being that it's verse by verse. I like the single column layout, it's easy to read, and like I said, I want to get into the NASB translation a little more. So I'm going to use that one. Then this one, I have a review of this coming. No, not this one. Sorry, that's another one coming. I know what I'm talking about, I promise, kind of. All right, this is the NIV Cultural Background Study Bible. I do have a review of this one. This is from Zondervan, an NIV translation. And I like this one because it kind of gives you the cultural context of the time that the Bible was written from. So I'm going to use that for my study times. I think it's really good to have that context while you're reading to help you better understand what you're reading. And then this is an old favorite. This is the Quest, NIV Quest Study Bible from Zondervan. I like this one because the notes are set up as question and answers, so it makes it really easy to understand as you're going through and studying. So So I'm going to continue to pull that one out. I used that last year as well. Continue to use that one. Now this is the one, the covers look the same when I was grabbing it. This is the one that I'm going to have a review coming soon. This is the CSB Hebrew Greek Keyword Study Bible. And this is from AMG Publishers. Just picked this one up recently. I really want to use this one because I'm going to be doing some verse mapping, like I said. And I want to dive into those word studies as I'm doing that. I'm not going to lie, this is a little bit overwhelming when I first look at everything that's here. I didn't go to seminary. I study on my own. I go to church every week. But I'm by no means like some kind of scholar or anything important like that. But I do really want to dig into the Hebrew Greek roots of some of these words and just understand the words and better in context. So I thought this would be a great Bible for me to do that as I'm verse mapping. So I'm going to use that this year. And then I threw these two in because I feel like they always come back eventually, no matter where I end up with my Bibles. This is the CSB Study Bible for Women. Again, just a really nice study Bible, and it's not a huge Bible, so if I need a study Bible on the go, this is a lot of times the one I'll grab. And I like the CSB translation, so I've had this one for a while. It usually ends up coming back again, so I put that one in there. And then, of course, most people know the ESV Study Bible. I'm sure I'm going to be diving into that at different points this year as well. It's just an all-around really good study Bible. It has a lot of notes, a lot of resources. Not something that you want if you're going to be just doing a quick read through or you're going to be overwhelmed by resources, because this one's packed full. But it's a great Bible for deep study. Okay, so I think I remembered all the Bibles I went there. Every time I make a video, I'm like, oh man, I should have put that one in it. I recently did my video of favorite Bibles from 2023, and I forgot a couple when I did that too. You know what? I did forget one. Hold on a minute. Here it is. Sorry, I'm not good at like editing videos and everything, so sorry I had to have that little pause there. This is the one, I forgot this in my 2023 video too. I don't know how I could forget it. This is one that I just recently got as a Christmas present. This is the ESV, it's Allan, I think it's ESV1, I think it's called. I'm not really great with all my acronyms here with Allan either. But it's this great ESV Bible, double column, center column references, and it has this beautiful pink cover. Allan had some Bibles out for, they were limited time options, and my husband let me purchase it and put it under the tree this year. So I had this one. There was a bright blue, I think, too, or light blue, and there was a green, and this is like a bubblegum pink. So I'm going to use this Bible probably for reading or for an ESV Bible to take on the go. All right, now I got all my Bibles. Sorry about that. Now let me show you some resources I'm going to be using. First of all, I've been using these pens a lot. These are just like generic pens from Amazon. I don't even really know like what they are. They're called fine liner color pens, 0.4 millimeters. But yeah, they were just from Amazon, just a generic cheap pen. They actually work really well in my planner and some other books that I'm using. So I have those. This is another weird thing, but I like these for in my planner when I'm making to-do lists. So this is another pen I got on Amazon. Clean Color Dot pens. It looks like they're Zig, Z-I-G brand. Mild Smoky. I think they have other colors available as well. But those are the pens I've been using and going to continue to use. This is something I got for Christmas as well. This is the James Method Verse Map Journal. I've been wanting to get into verse mapping again for a while. I had been doing it a little bit with a different journal before, but then I kind of fell away from it. So I'm going to do a full review of this as well, so I'm not going to go crazy like going over everything that's in here. I just started one, and I didn't even finish it yet, but I just started. They have the James Method is an online course that I've been taking on verse mapping. So I just started that, and we just started to get into verse mapping. So basically, you put your verse in here, and I just highlight it around the circle here because I like purple, I know. And then I wrote out the verse, which is Romans 12:2, in 3 different translations. And then you do like keywords and context. And then we're going to get into cross references, view of God, view of man or self, reflection and application, and prayer. So, and then it's pretty much the same spread on every page then. And I'll come back and do a more full, thorough review of that. But I'm going to be using the James Method Verse Map Journal and verse mapping this year. So I'm really excited about that. I think it's going to help me dive deeper into Scripture. This is my planner for this year. This is a Prayerful Planner. Now, I don't use this for work. I have a different Happy Planner that I use for work, and I only use that because I need more space to like write out my plans for the day, like my lessons and everything. So that's why I use those. But this is a petite Prayerful Planner. I will do a full review of this as well. But I've just started like picking a word of the year. I picked celebrate because I really want to celebrate God's gifts and blessings and be more thankful this year. And yeah, I started doing a couple things in here, and I will show this again, like I said, but it just gives you places to do priorities, planning, praise, physical health, post-it, prayer. So a really good planner for me to keep my to-do list in and to record some prayers throughout the year and just make that fun. And then finally, I got this Write the Word journal, the Fruit of the Spirit. So I can review this one as well if you want me to. I mean, there's not a whole lot to review. It's mostly just writing out Scripture. It's from Cultivate What Matters. So it's just as today is, I'm grateful for, you write out your Scripture, and that's pretty much it. But it's just a great time to sit and journal and reflect. And I'm going to try to take some more time to do that this year. So those are my Bibles and resources for this year. Sorry, I probably talked really quickly because I get really excited and I want to get it in a decent time frame as well. So I can post the full review links to these Bibles. Now there's a couple things, like I said, I haven't reviewed yet, but I'm going to very soon. So those are coming out in the very near future. I've just had a lot of content to push out here in the month of December as we're finishing this year and heading into 2024. So it will be coming soon. But I'm curious what you're going to use for 2024, whether it be Bibles, whether it be a specific resource to help you study or understand Scripture better. I always like to hear what everyone else is doing as well to get ideas and to enhance my time. So please feel free to post that below.